Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Or have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is Thursday, December 14, 2023, and welcome my sexy, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast, and I am your host, Nyomi Banks. And today's episode, we are diving into the heart of self-love journey by embracing our victories, big and small. So we're going to explore on how celebrating our wins that could profoundly impact our path to self-love. And we're going to entitle this show, Embracing Victories of Your Self-Love Journey. And if you heard me speaking yesterday, I was telling you how we were going to break down words and wording and how to use those words in our lives and how they apply. And today is the word victories and understanding what that word victory means to us in our self-love journey and how we can go deeper into that word. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick break as usual, come back, and then we're going to define how victory is in self-love, as well as overcoming self-doubt, fear, embracing failures, and a few other things that we're going to talk about, all right? All right, it's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, here on this season of self-love, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Mike, as well as the BTG crew. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to AskNyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we are talking about victories, embracing victories on your self-love journey. All right, so if it's your first time just tuning in, I just want you to relax. We're going to do some quick breathing exercises just to relax and to loosen us up. So I don't know exactly where you are listening to me at, or if it's in the morning, the evening, or the afternoon, or if you're sitting at your desk or you're laying in your bed, or if you are just driving in your car and you are listening to me because you're listening to your favorite podcast. I want you to relax. And if you're driving, pull over. I want you to relax your feet on the ground, on the floor, flat on the floor. And if you're laying in bed, just lay and just let your body relax. I want you to breathe, inhale through your nose, On a count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. We're going to hold at 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to release. All right, ready? Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now do it again. Breathe in, inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, raise both of your hands up high. Yes. Open and close those hands like you're reaching up to the sky. Yes, yes, yes. Straight back. Yes, yes. And if you're laying down, just scoot down and with the headboard. You know what I mean. All right. Now bring your arms down to the side, both of them. Stop at shoulder length. All right, at the shoulders. All right, now I want you just to stretch right and left. Move your body, stretch. Yeah, now breathe in while you're doing it. Again. 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 All right, now I want you to bring your hands together as in a praying motion. And I want you to put that praying hands in between your chest, in between your breasts right there, and lift. And as you lift, I want you to breathe in. Inhale from your mouth. Hold. Exhale. Again, I want you to breathe in from your mouth. I want you to fill your belly up. Okay, go. Exhale. One more time. Hold. Exhale. All right, now I want you to roll your shoulders forward. Yes, just like that. Okay, now I want you to roll them back. Keep breathing in and out. Deep breath. Yes. Yes, rotate your head in circular motion to the right. Just some quick little relaxing exercises, yes. 2, and one more. Okay, one more. All right. All right, shake it out. Nice. All right. Thank you for joining me with that. All right, so today we're talking about victories, and we're talking about defining victories in self-love. And so let's do it. Y'all ready? All right, defining victories is a self-love that can vary from person to person, and it's a deeply personal and individual experience. But however, here are a few common ways to define and celebrate victories in your self-love. The first one is acceptance and appreciation. So recognizing and embracing your authentic self, including your strengths, flaws, and unique qualities, by celebrating the progress made in accepting and appreciating who you are as a whole. So this morning in my my prayer and meditation, there was a message that came to me. It was a butterfly. And a butterfly said, "You are always growing and transforming." And within that message, when you look at it, it asks you, what have you grown from? What has changed? Better yet, what did you want to change in your life? And I had to honestly answer that question, now knowing that, honestly, there is nothing that I want to change in my life. That everything that happened in my life happened for a reason. Because if that didn't happen, If I didn't live my life the way that it was, then I would not be here right now. And I come to understand that. And even me sitting here right now, this is a victory for me. So not only did I acknowledge and accept myself for all of my flaws and all of my choices and decisions that I made while I am to cause me to be here in this moment, I also appreciate the growth from it. Does that make sense? All right, let's go on to the next one. Setting boundaries and establishing healthy in relationships and situations that prioritize your well-being and protect your emotional and mental space. Celebrating the growth of assertiveness is setting and enforcing boundaries that honor your needs. For me, I'm going to share this with you. I've disconnected to a lot of family members. And not that they were bad. That wasn't it. That they were bad. It was just I felt that there were no longer a connection in the sense of that we needed to contact each other every day. And I know you're like, Nyomi, that is cold. That is cold. No, because there, in between those family members, there was toxicity that was not helping me in my growth and my journey. For me, it was triggering for me to cause certain things. So in that moment when I couldn't, and I'm just being honest, when I knew, and they would never understand boundaries. So even if you give them boundaries, they didn't understand those boundaries, if that makes sense. So since they don't understand what boundaries are, then I had to bring a boundary up for myself and cut them off completely. That meaning I changed my phone number. My phone number had been the same for almost 18, 19 years. And I've changed my number, and I've only given it to a certain people. Period. When I had hundreds and hundreds of people that had my number, I think it's down to less than 20 people. Yes. Yes. Yes, I did that. Yeah. Yeah. And then when I really looked at it, these were the people actually that I did speak to mostly anyway, the 20 people that I had, that I've given a number to. And I felt the other ones kind of came in and out. And when it came in and out, it came in and out with toxicity. You understand what I'm saying? There wasn't a good feeling when it came in and out. You understand? There was no realness of it. I love them. I love them. But I knew for me to continue on my self-love journey, I knew that I had to set boundaries for them because they didn't know boundaries when I said them before. So I had to cut it off. Practicing self-care. Taking intentional steps to prioritize self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Celebrating the commitment and consistency in prioritizing your self-care routine. So this is, remember what I said, just even if you're sitting here and you're listening to this podcast every morning, and this is part of your self-care. After you finish listening to it and you get through it, celebrate. Pat yourself on the shoulder, give yourself a sticker. Whatever it is that shows to you how you celebrated you, then do that. Whatever it is that makes you feel good, makes your spirit and your soul feel good, then you do that. Overcoming self-doubt. Working on challenges, negative self-talk, and limited beliefs. Celebrating moments when you choose self-belief and take actions despite doubts and fears. So if, for instance, you signed up for a new course yesterday, and you're like, I don't have enough time. I'm working this job. I have the kids. Well, I don't have enough money. I don't think I could concentrate, but you still signed up anyway. Celebrate that. That's a victory for you, because you went beyond your limited self-doubts. Does that make sense? Forgiving yourself, letting go of past choices, and forgiving yourself for any perceived shortcomings. Celebrating the healing and the growth that comes with your self-forgiveness. If you heard me say, I didn't say past mistakes. I said past choices. Because what we're going to learn today is that our choices that we make, whether they are good or bad, whether they've been beneficial or non-beneficial, which you used to see them as, today we're going to learn that they are all beneficial. Because we can learn from all of those things. We have learned from all of those things. We've been able to create those, and I got my little parenthesis things up, mistakes, failures, as tools. Does that make sense? And cultivating a positive relationship, surrounding yourself with positive individuals that support and uplift you. Celebrate relationships that contribute positivity to your self-love journey. I love my fans. I have some that has followed me throughout my whole entire career. Even when I was just doing mainstream modeling. And they're still here now, me doing the podcast. They standing strong right there with me. Standing there strong right there with me. But I want you to remember that victories in self-love are not confined to grand accomplishments that can be found. It can be found in small everyday moments of self-compassion, self-acceptance, and self-growth. It's about recognizing and celebrating your progress, no matter how big or small, and on the path of cultivating a deep and meaningful relationship with yourself. So do you understand what we just did there? We took little daily small moments in your life that you can celebrate them, that these are all victories. There is nothing grand about anything. You can celebrate a choice that you made. You can celebrate a lesson that you have learned. You can celebrate, you can celebrate changing your number or putting boundaries on a certain person or thing. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because you're doing something different today than you did yesterday. And that's a part of growth. And that's a part of change. And that's to help you on your self-love journey, to assist you on your self-love journey. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back. And then we'll come back and then we're going to talk about reframing our mindset to see failures as opportunities, all right? It's your girl, D-Goddess Nyomi Banks here on this season of Self-Love Podcast, and we'll be right back.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, self-discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, self-discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi Banks is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
All right, my sexy people, I hope that you enjoyed that break. It's your girl Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we are talking about victories, embracing victories on your self-love journey. And in this segment, we're going to talk about reframing our mindset to see failures as an opportunity. Reframing our mindset to see failures as an opportunity for learning and growth is a powerful way to shift our perspective and pave the way to our victories. Now, I have a few strategies that will help you with this reframing process. First, we got to embrace the growth mindset. Adopt a mindset that believes abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, practice, and learning. Understand the failure is not permanent, but rather a stepping stone towards growth and improvement. For the past few weeks, we talked about embracing a growth mindset and understanding that life is not perfect, that there are things and situations and challenging things that are going to happen. But it's up to us to be able to see it from a different perspective and not as a failure or not as a mistake, but as this is what I'm learning from. This is a test. Remember, life is a test. This is nothing but a big test of learning experience that we are doing at this moment and what best fits for us. See, the thing is that we all don't have the same test. I don't believe we all have the same test. I think each individual have their own test because it's their life, because they're individual. And it's for you to embrace the growth of your mindset. But also it means that you have to take accountable for your thoughts too. Does that make sense? All right, the next one is recognize failure as feedback. Recognize failure as feedback. Instead of viewing failure as a negative outcome, see it as a valuable feedback that provides insights into what did not work and what needs improvement. This shift is a perspective allows you to extract lessons and make adjustments for future success. Honestly, everything is trial and error. I don't know who started this perfection stuff, but that's a lie. I'm sorry. It just is. And I need to take a mirror and put it in my face and keep telling me that life is not perfect. There is no such thing as perfection. Perfection is a pretty word. It's pretty when you say it, perfection. But no, we're not going to do that. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and understand towards yourself when facing failures. Treat yourself with the same empathy and support you will offer to a friend, and remind yourself that everyone experiences setbacks and that it's a natural part of learning and growth process. Again, I'm working very hard not to use the words mistakes or failure in my vocabulary anymore. But to use these are choices that I've made. Whether they were poor choices or good choices. But also looking at what lessons have I learned from this? What tools did I receive from those lessons? Reframe failure as experimentation. View failures as experiments that provide valuable information and approach each new endeavor as an opportunity to test and learn. Embrace the mindset that there is no such thing as failure, only results that guide you closer to finding what works. So what we are doing right now is we are reframing from our mindset to see failure as an opportunity for learning and growth. I'm going to repeat that again. We are reframing. That means we are reteaching, we are reprogramming our mindset to see failure as an opportunity for learning and growth. So I want you to embrace the mindset that there is no such thing as failure, only results that guide you to closer to finding what works or what does not work. Focus on progress and not perfection. There go that nasty word again, perfection. Shift your focus on achieving perfection to making progress. Shift your focus from achieving perfection to making progress. I'm going to read that one more time so y'all can hear me. Shift your focus from achieving perfection from to making progress. So your focus is on progress. Your focus is on growth. Your focus is on elevation. Celebrate the small wins and milestones along the way and understand that growth is a journey, and each step forward, even if it accompanied by setbacks, bring you closer to your goal. Set realistic expectations. Avoid setting unrealistic expectations that can lead to disappointment and fear of failure. So instead set realistic goals that challenge you, yet allow room for learning and growth. This will help you to approach your failures with a more balanced perspective. So by reframing our mindset and embracing failures as opportunities for learning and growth, we can cultivate resilience, adaptability, and a mindset that propels us towards our victories. Remember, success often emerges from the lessons learned through failures. So embrace those failures. If you can't let go of that word failures, embrace it. And say, what did I learn from that? What tools can I take from that failure? What tools can I take from that setback? Since we don't want to use lessons, what tools can I take from that? What did not work in this situation? This is how we reframe our mindset to see our failures as opportunity for growth. That it can help you in your business. It can help you at your job. It can help you in that next relationship. It can help you with how you treat and love yourself. Y'all understand that? Y'all see how that went? All right, so let's take a quick break and then we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what strategies can someone employ to practice self-love, compassion, and treat themselves with kindness when facing failure. So I'm going to give you some tools and some strategies on how you can practice self-compassion and treat yourselves with kindness when facing the fear or trying to get to victory, all right? It's your girl, Goddess NmW&x here on this season of self-love, and we'll be right back.
Hey, this is Dog Pound Mike from Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Come check us out every week. And remember, I'm no relationship expert. I just tell it like I hear from the kennel. Get back at it.
Hey there, my sexy people. Are you ready for an exciting new series on Ask Naomi Bridging the Gap podcast? Well, introducing Ask Naomi Mondays, Ask Naomi Letters, where I read heartfelt letters filled with love, sex, and relationship advice every Monday. If you're facing a relationship dilemma, longing for guidance, and simply curious about others' experience, this is for you. Just shoot us an email at asknaomi@gmail.com to be a part of the conversation. Join us as we bridge the gap between curiosity and clarity, uncertainty and confidence. But get ready to explore the beautiful complexities of love and relationships. So listen to Ask Naomi Mondays, Ask Naomi Letters, and let's dive into these thought-provoking letters together. Don't miss a single episode. All right, it's your girl, Goddess Naomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we are talking about victories and how victories is as a part of your self-love journey. And before the break, we talked about that we were going to go into, we were going to talk about strategies on how someone could practice self-compassion and treat themselves with kindness when facing failure. Practicing self-compassion and treating oneself with kindness in the face of failures is very essential to us maintaining a healthy mindset and promoting personal growth. And here are some strategies to help you cultivate your self-compassion. It's about acknowledging your feelings. For one thing, is acknowledging your feelings, allowing yourself to acknowledge and experience the emotions that arise from your failures. Recognize that it's normal to feel disappointment, frustrated, or even upset, and give yourself permission to feel these emotions without judgment. This is so very, very true. A lot of times when we're upset or we frustrated, there's an acknowledgement. Yeah, let's say the acknowledged word, but I'm trying to, in everyday form, it's like we don't live through it, meaning that we don't say this is what it is and this is why I feel this way. We don't be honest with ourselves. At some point in time, we go through denial. Denial was a big word that came to me this morning. I'm sorry, I just jumped from one thing to the other, but I just wanted to share this. Denial came real loud and clear to me this morning through my morning prayer meditation session. And it was like, what do I need to break a chain from, to block from? And the word denial came in. And it was like, wow, denial, why? For me, denying certain things in your life or certain changes in your life or certain things that need to be changed or done differently, we deny those things. And why we deny those things is because of fear of the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? And so even though fear is a feeling, it's like putting with denial as an action. Does that make sense? So it's like putting an action to that word of fear that comes in denial. Does that make sense to you all? So in acknowledging your feeling, put an action to it. And say what that action is. As Ayanna Vazeli said, call a spade a spade. So whatever that word is, whatever that action is that needs to be done, then do it. So then we can truly acknowledge it. So we can truly acknowledge our feelings and move through it and do it without judgment. Because remember, again, there is nothing perfect. Practice mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness. Practices to stay present and non-judgmental. Observe your thoughts and emotions. This helps you to develop awareness of your inner dialogue and allows you to respond to your failures with self-compassion rather than self-criticism. Challenge that inner critic. Challenge it. When facing failures, be aware of your self-talk. Notice if you're being excessively self-critical or unkind to yourself, and challenge these negative thoughts by asking yourself if you will speak to a friend in that same way. And replace negative thoughts with positive and supportive ones. Treat yourself with kindness. Take care of personal, physical, emotional, and mentally. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Practice self-care rituals, such as taking a bubble bath, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies with loved ones. Treat yourself with the same compassion and kindness that you would extend to loved ones. Listen, last night, I took me a nice deep detox spiritual bath, and it felt so good. I set myself up in that for about a good 45 minutes. Had my candles lit, a little music going, just in a whole vibe, just in there. That was me. But find something to do for yourself every day. Like I say, even if it's just sitting here and listening to my podcast. But also, I want you to take the tools and the strategies and the techniques and tips that's given you and apply those in your daily lives, all right? As well as seek support. Y'all know what that is. Reach out to friends and families and practice gratitude. Yesterday, we had several different ways that we can practice gratitude. Several different ways, so you can pick any of those ways, of all of those ways that I showed you on how you can do gratitude from the journaling. You understand? From the gratitude jar. You know, there's so many different ways that you can show your gratitude throughout the day, on a daily. I just want you to remember that self-compassion is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. So I want you to be patient with yourself, and I want to approach your process with kindness and also with understanding. All right, we're going to take a quick break before we end this show. We're going to take a quick break, and we got one more thing to talk about when we come back. But again, this is your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the season of self-love, and we'll be right back.
Are you looking for a way to feel more centered and balanced in your life? I recently discovered the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi&x, and it has been a game changer for me. Hosted Nyomi&x, this daily show helps you to discover your true potential, heal your past wounds, and embrace your present self. With each episode, I leave feeling more inspired and empowered to make positive changes in my life. If you're ready to take the next step in your personal growth journey, click below to get access to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi&x today.
I often find myself feeling stuck in my life and like I'm not reaching my full potential. But with Elevate Me, self-discovery, I've been able to tap into my inner self and discover what I truly want out of life. Elevate Me, self-discovery is an incredible program that combines video learning, self-help, and amazing audio to guide you through a journey of self-discovery. From feeling freedom and guided meditation to self-love and empowerment, this program is perfect for anyone looking to unlock their full potential. Don't let life pass you by.
Are you ready to kickstart your journey to a healthier, more fulfilling life? Introducing Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi&x. This transformative journal is your personal guide to achieving physical, mental, and emotional well-being. With its easy-to-follow prompts and powerful exercises, you'll embark on a 90-day healing journey like no other. Each morning, as you open the pages of this journal, you'll discover thought-provoking questions, uplifting affirmations, and space to reflect on your progress. It's your secret weapon to breaking free from old patterns and embracing a healthier, sexier you. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to self-love. Good Morning, My Sexy People will empower you to make positive changes every single day. You'll develop healthy habits, cultivate gratitude, and unlock your true potential. Whether you're seeking to improve your fitness, boost your confidence, or find inner peace, this journal is your trusted companion. It's the support system you need to stay motivated, focused, and inspired throughout your journey. Don't wait another day to start living your best life. Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off. Your Healing Living Journal by Nyomi&x is available now on Amazon. Grab your copy today and begin your transformation. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself, set your intentions, and unleash the sexy, vibrant person within. Get your copy of Good Morning, My Sexy People today, and let the healing begin.
Good morning, my sexy people. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that break. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi&x on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And I was just listening through the break, and I was like, oh my God, I did not even realize it, that A year ago today is the day that I actually finished writing my very first self-love improvement book. Was The Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Healing. And I did a pre-order in December, and I think it was around this time. And this is a part of my victory. When I was just going through it, it was funny because I was like, wait a minute. That's one of my victories. And I'm talking about victory today, not realizing that, girl, you got a whole lot of victories. Not that I'm shocked, but then when you really just sit and you look and you just start acknowledging the things that you have done and that you are doing, that for me, that put a big ass smile on my face. That made me feel good in the inside. It made my stomach feel so good, and my heart and my spirit feel so warm. Like you did that. Like that book will be there in Amazon forever. So that means somebody can be listening to this podcast 10 years from now and say, oh my God, let me go. I need some self-healing. Let me go check that out. And they would go to Amazon and go pick up that book from Nyomi Banks, The Good Morning, My Sexy People, 90 Days to Kick Off Your Self-Healing. And everything that's said in that commercial is so true. There is testimonies of myself of what happened on my daily. And I'm taking different words, the different situations of my life. And I had put it out on social media. But I remember going back and looking at some of those posts, and that it inspired me on a day that I needed it the most. So if I knew that some of my posts was inspiring to me, and even reading some of the comments that was put up under those posts, that they were inspired, I said, how can I do that with them as well? How can I give them an opportunity to be able to take a book and write their story, what's going on with them today, that they don't have to share it with the world like I did, but they can have their very own, then they can go back and look at that page and be inspired even more. That's about that acknowledgement. That's what that is. That's about that acknowledgement. And now we're going into this last segment right now. It's acknowledging and celebrating your progress in a powerful way. And how does that fuel? How does that fuel your growth? How does that maintain your motivation on your self-love journey? And I'm going to share with you a few ways to do that. As I say, acknowledge it, celebrate it, all right? First, reflect on your journey. Take time to reflect on how far you have come and consider the challenges you have overcome and the lessons you have learned and the positive changes that you have made in your life, and recognize that progress you have made in cultivating self-love and self-compassion. And like I said, through the break, I was listening to that little commercial break, and I had to realize, like, girl, in just 1 year, do you understand what you have done? This is your very first book that you didn't create it for you, but you created for others. Like you did something of a service, and you said last year that was one of your goals, to do something big of a service to others. And you sat down and you were vulnerable, and you allowed those pages to tell part of your story. But not only that, but you've given other people a chance to be able to tell their story, to put their stuff in order, so then they can begin on their self-love journey and their healing journey. So you did good, girl. So that's a reflection for me. If that makes sense, if you can, understand that. Celebrate those small wins. Break down your goals into smaller, achievable milestones. And as you reach each milestone, take a moment to celebrate your accomplishment and acknowledge the efforts and dedication you have to put into self-love journey. And this will help you to stay motivated and commitment to your further growth. For me, this was a win for me. This was a small win for me, because even though right now it's not a bestseller, but it's a step towards being a bestseller. Because what did I do? I created it and I put it out there. to be seen, to be bought, to be purchased, to be used as a tool. Y'all understand? So I'm allowed to celebrate that small win. Keep a journal. Keep a journal of gratitude of log to record your progress and achievements. Write it down. And you know what, I wrote this down a while ago. But I'm thinking about, just as we're talking right here, I'm thinking about putting a board and putting it on my wall. I got to look on my wall and see what room that I have. But on gratitude, on thank you. Thanking myself. Thank you for trusting in yourself to do this. And write it down so I can see it on my wall, so I can understand what that is. Wow, just something new, just right now. That's another way, just right now. Surround yourself with positive people. Like I said, I have a great support system right here in my home, my family, my immediate family, my sister, some of my good girlfriends, my besties back in Chicago. I have 2 different crews of besties back in Chicago, and they are very supportive. When I got mugs, they go buy the mugs. When I have a book, they go buy the books. I get makeup, they go buy makeup, whether it be for their girlfriend, lingerie, they go buy the lingerie, whether it be for their girlfriend, shoes, whatever they go in support. And we all do check-ins. We all do check-ins. And that's a good thing when you surround yourself with people that you all can do check-ins with each other. Not being nosy, but just making sure that good girlfriend or that good guy friend is all good. You know what I'm saying? And practice self-reflection. Reflecting on your journey and practicing self-reflection is a little different. Regular self-reflection is the key to staying motivated and continuing your growth. So take time to check in with yourself and assess your progress and your identity and areas that you still need to work on your self-love. Use these certain things that, remember how I say that I check myself? That's me practicing self-reflection, checking myself, adjusting it, and then moving on from it. But by acknowledging your progress and celebrating your wins and setting new goals, you can keep your motivation on a high, and you can continue on this self-love journey with determination and so much joy, and so much joy. All right, my beautiful people, as we wrap this up, I just want to first thank you all for just again sharing this space with me this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you are in the world and you're listening to this. I thank you. I thank you because this is a very intimate moment. It's our self-love. And I just want to help you along on that journey. But also I want you to remember that every victory, no matter how small, is a step forward in your journey of self-love. And I want you to keep celebrating your wins. I want you to keep moving forward. And most importantly, keep loving yourself. Again, I thank you for joining me today. And I can't wait to continue this journey with you in our next episode. So I want you to stay strong. I want you to stay loving. And I want you to stay victorious, all right? I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Sending light, love, and prayers.